Experience number 17, A Serpent in the Water. There was one story my grandfather told me one summer many years ago. He used to go to the river to fish just down the road from his house. Back then, the rivers and streams weren't so polluted. It was a very nice summer day, and my grandfather walked down to the river. He took his folding chair with him like he did so many times before. He was waiting for something to bite on his line when he noticed something swimming across the water. It looked like a big log, but it was a huge snake. He said its head turned and looked at him and started across the river. He didn't think any more about it. He didn't see it, but said later it must have went under. He put his attention back to his pole, and the next thing he knew, this thing was coming up on the bank right at him. It was big, he said. It was as thick as his leg. Luckily, he had his chair. He picked it up to fight it off. It struck at him and hit the chair. It had power behind it, he said. Finally, he got a lucky hit and knocked it out. He got a large rock and killed it. The chair was broken, and the huge serpent was dead. Many days later, I went to my grandparents' house, and my grandfather told me about it. I wanted to see it, so I walked down to the river. Sure enough, there it was with my grandfather's broken chair. This thing was huge. I never saw a snake that big around here. It was as big around as my legs. The head and face were very strange. It was black with a white belly. I think there are pictures of that thing somewhere. I'm sure there are more strange experiences in my family out there somewhere, but that will have to wait for my next book. These stories and experiences have circulated in my family for decades, and I never forgot them.